Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. This is episode number 165. Now, you may have thought that in the last episode we had finished up our weekend league because I got to 14 wins and I said we'd finish the weekend league, but that's where you'd be wrong because even I didn't know until the next day that I had a chance to actually play some more weekend league to push up to, let's say, just the next rank, which would be Gold 2 at 17 wins. So I wanted to do it by using a different squad. So at the end of the last episode, I had a bit of an idea that maybe we would try and use Del Piero and that we would also try and use Falcao. So I put this squad together right here and straight away Gelson Martins would be coming off for Eder Militao, but he wouldn't be playing at right wing, obviously. This is how the game or the team would line up in game. 4-2-3-1, which is my standard, but like this. So Fabinho, Eder Militao, CDM. That's kind of common for me. Ronaldo out wide with prime moments Del Piero at central cam, Zola out wide, and then Falcao up top. So I said to myself that I would be playing my games within division rivals just because I thought the weekend league would be done and finished by the time I had a chance to play again. But it was still live because it was Sunday as I went to record this. So I thought, well, I might as well try and push on for more rewards. Obviously, I'll get guaranteed rank points, which is helpful for rivals. But if we can just play rivals, all we're going to do is go up a little bit in the same rank that we're at. Whereas if we play the weekend league, we'll push up our rank points anyway, and we'll also potentially move towards the next level, which is better rewards for us when that comes around. So that's what I decided to do. Now, Del Piero is the first player to score today, and his 93 runs up to the camera. Obviously, it looks very different to what his actual card dynamic image looks. He's got a bald head on that one, but in-game, obviously, he's long locks, Del Piero. But we score literally from our one shot that we had in the first half, and I mean, it's 1-1 at the moment. Falcao plays it out to Ronaldo, and I strike the post. Very, very unfortunate to not score that one. But we push on forwards, you know, trying to get this win, trying to get a victory and a nice bit of gameplay with these new players. This slightly different squad, and I score an incredibly lucky goal. I did press B, but I think I meant to tackle and not shoot. So that kind of says a little bit about how the current like button delay or whatever was going on, like with the mechanics of my buttons during this session, kind of sort of sums it up with the weird goal that I scored when I was literally meant to be making a tackle. But we push on to score another goal with Ronaldo to make this game 3-1. It was fairly difficult to begin with, and it could have definitely gone either way, but then we just sort of took over. Lovely ball through to Del Piero, straight into Falcao, and there's a lot of power behind that strike, and that one flies into the back of the net. And that is this game summed up. This one's done. You know, we're going to come away with a win. 3-goal lead with 15 minutes to go. No chance of getting back in. And I nearly scored again right there, but just hits the post and the keeper comes for it and stuff. But we can probably score. Is this the shot that... Oh, no, it parries out for a corner. So 4-1 in this match. There's still time for another goal, however. We'll play it out to Van Aanholt, who knocks it into Torreira. Plays it through to Falcao. A lovely little dink back to Del Piero. And I just strike it, and it flies in the back of the net. Obviously has enough power and accuracy behind that shot, without even timing it to go into the back of the net to make this game 5-1. And that's a good first game. So I kind of wanted to just chill. I just wanted to play a few games. Didn't, you know, in my head I was like, wasn't super bothered about winning or losing. At a maximum, I would play 7 games, and I would hope that at that point I'd be at Gold 3. No, Gold 2, because that's what I wanted to play up to. We got very good rewards the last time we came Gold 2, so I'm hoping that we might get something similar again this week. But this game I go into, the guy's got a couple icons, a nice squad in general, and he just somehow gets through with Emilio Butragueno. Huge amount of pace on the Spaniard. Although it's only 90 on card, I've got faster players. Somehow he just keeps getting past my defenders. And, well, that time Alisson actually did manage to save it, and we don't go 2-0 down. But Van Aanholt pushing up the pitch here, spots an open Gianfranco Zola, who cuts inside, whips one towards the back post, and that is Cristiano Ronaldo to rise above everyone to get my equaliser in the 33rd minute. But this was a tough game. This was one where my opponent really did play a defensive lineup. I would imagine he was on drop back and one depth and stuff, just because when I was attacking, he seemed to have 11 men behind the ball. But then when he was on the attack, there were enough players forward. So I don't quite know what that is or how you can do that. But he goes 2-1 up, and I'm not going to lie, I sort of struggle to get back into this one. There just seemed to be an awful lot of defenders around all the time. He plays another great ball through to Alejandro Gomez this time, straight to Butragueno, and I think that was a little bit about my luck in this game. It comes off the post, off the bar, off the goalkeeper, and goes into the back of the net. But hey, you know, we're going to lose this match. It's just unfortunate under the circumstances. He plays it down to Tevez. I've sort of moved my goalkeeper and stuff at this point, and it was a perfect finish into the roof of the net. So I got beaten 4-1. That wasn't the chilled, nice gameplay that I was after. But hey, we'll push on through into another game. Like I said, I'll play a maximum of 7 games here to try and get up to Gold 2, just because that's when Del Piero's contract will run out, as he is only a loan. Nice squad to come up against again. I mean, not to come up against. It's a nice squad that my opponent has, but ideally you want to come up against a bronze team or something. You want to come up against something easy, right? So we miss our very first opportunity, and then our second one there with Zola, the goalkeeper is able to get to, and well, that's frustrating that we don't score there. And then he plays it out wide to Marcelo, knocks it out to Gabriel Jesus, who knocks it into Hazard. Hazard plays it into De Bruyne, and that first time strike. They seem super powerful. I've seen a lot of goals going that way. I need to try and take a few more of them, because it seems as though a regular power shot seems to fly past the goalkeeper nice and simple at this point. So I do score a lot of them with Ronaldo, but not first time ones. I'm often like, I earn the shot and then hit it. Whereas if I can do it so that I can hit it first time, if I can get like half a chance and then take a strike, then I'll definitely do that, because I think we might be able to up our goal tallies. Now, one thing I wanted to do in this video, but sort of forgot and failed to really do, was a few of the old flick up volleys, because that's what seems to also be very, I don't want to say meta, but it just seems to be quite powerful on this game. Like, I've seen Nep do it an awful lot, where you just, if you stop sprinting and click the right stick in, your player flicks it up quite nicely, and then if you just volley that one home from the edge of the box, a lot of the time, even without timing it, you'll see the ball fly in, and obviously if you can time that green, then you are pretty much guaranteed a goal. And it says a little bit, it says a lot really, about that. That's almost like an easier strike than a one-on-one. I hope they get fixed somewhat, just in the future, because it's very difficult to score one-on-one shots and stuff. They often go wide, and finesses are now sort of nerfed down to the ground, whereas I feel like they should still be fairly usable. Let's face it, most shots that are taken in real life are like with the side of your foot almost. Like, a lot of goals you see in the Prem are with the side of a player's foot, where he's just calmly like composed and sticking it into the back of the net, and placing the ball. And you know, obviously a lot of the time you also see a nice laces shot, but at the moment there's a lot of laces shots and a lot of volleys. But hey, that was a side foot there from Ibra. First time, once again, he wasn't even facing goal, so I'm wondering how the hell that's gone in. But it's 4-4 after 90 minutes, so this one's going a distance. It really is. I whip the ball off him with Ronaldo, and then play a couple of smart passes across to, is that Del Piero? Or yeah, it's Del Piero, and we get the 5-4 goal in the 98th minute. However, I've not cut it, so obviously my opponent's about to score a kick-off goal. Somehow couldn't get the ball away there, and then it comes back to him. He plays it into De Bruyne, one touch, and bang. And I'm like, what? There was defenders in the way. How does the goalie not save it? I don't know, but I concede, and we go all the way to penalties. So both Ibras have their penalties saved at the very beginning. I then step up and score with Eder Militao. So we've got our first goal. And then I save his. So it's actually advantage lastly right now. Van Dijk steps up, scores his penalty straight down the middle. Nice one indeed. Sterling steps up and I save another one. It is advantage +2 to me right now. However, I get the next one saved. He then steps up with De Bruyne and scores. And then I actually get this one saved from Falcao. So my opponent's like leveling it up right now. Rijkaard steps up. Can I save it? Yes, I can. And I have won the match. I feel like there was quite a lot of kickoff goals going on in that one, and I'm very pleased to have come away with the win. A really stressful game, but it pushes us up to 16 wins. Only one more needed now to get our gold 2. So I come up against this squad. What a team. And this guy was actually a viewer because we had a couple of messages with each other afterwards. So thank you for watching the videos and stuff, mate. Now, it's a lovely squad. He's obviously got that one of the later League SBCs in Rabiot, which they added to the French League SBC. And some great dribbling and a little bit of unfortunate defending leads to the ball falling to Son, who is a massive problem. He's so good. I don't often come up against him anymore. Like, obviously you used to on FIFA, but for some reason I was struggling so much with Heung-min Son. He was making some fantastic runs and was really, really difficult to deal with. But Ronaldo gets the back post header to get the cheesy goal to get back into this game. And I'd say my opponent is definitely dominating me at this point, and I'm very lucky to almost, still be in it. Second half then, we push it down to Ibra, who whips it across, and a lovely first time effort there from CR7. Puts me into the lead. I feel like we had a little bit more of this game like in the second half. But in the first half, my opponent probably should have stuck a couple of goals away. And then, as it happens in FIFA, we get towards the latter stages and somehow I concede a goal. Alphonso Davies this time is the one to score it. What a card he is. I'm very jealous of everyone that's got that. I couldn't quite afford him at the time. But 2-2 takes us into extra time in this game, where Zlatan gets through. After a bit of a lump up to him, we somehow skill past the defender, and then I near post driven shot that one, and it goes in. 3-2 to Lasty. Can we hold this lead? Yes, we can. It was a little bit of playing it in the corner for the very last minute or so, but you got to do what you got to do, and that actually takes me up to the 17 wins that I required. So there was a couple games left on Del Piero's contract. We've still got him. We'll still use him. But I'm going to finish on 17-6 this week. So the rewards will be slightly better than most weeks. Hopefully we can get better reds maybe. And then, of course, some nice packs in the rare megas and whatever we're going to get. So that's great. And then in the next episode, which is tomorrow, we will go ahead and complete a certain icon SBC that I've been wanting to do for a while that I'm sure you guys know about. And then I'll be back from my trip on Saturday and I'll do my live rewards for you. And then we'll literally start getting back on track with the Road to Glory, not scheduled stuff because I've been away. So Del Piero got 5 goals and 2 assists in the 4 games we played. I was really impressed with him. I liked him a lot. He didn't feel like as good as someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, but he was a very fun player to use. And he felt strides ahead of Zola, which, yeah, I think it's time for Zola to depart our club and make way for a new icon in our team. I didn't rate Falcao one bit. I really didn't. I just don't think he did much for us at all. Wasn't big enough to be up there winning headers all the time, even though he's got the stats to do so. It was obviously reliant on Ronaldo to do a lot of that work and stuff. And guys, if you have enjoyed today's episode, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. We need to work towards 2,000 likes. If you can make that happen, I'd be very, very happy. Thank you so much, and I will catch you next time. Peace.